wasn't a bad kid. You know, because we all have this kid sitting in our classroom. And I knew Jesse was the bad kid. He couldn't read very well, so he would get frustrated, and he couldn't control himself when he got angry, so he would do dumb stuff and get kicked out of class. I knew that if I let him struggle and provided the support that he needed, that he could succeed. So every day I would walk up to in-school suspension, and I would look at Jesse and I would say, Jesse, are you going to work for me today? Jesse would look at me and say, yeah, Mr. Oshesky, I'll work for you. Jesse came to my class, worked through his grids, and started succeeding where he wasn't succeeding in any other class. He even got to be a genius a couple times, which was like a huge deal for him, because he had never had a leadership position. Jesse was one of those kids that like people just sort of wrote off. He's the kid that like the teachers from the grade before tell you about, like before the school year starts. He was that kid. But mastery learning and allowing Jesse to struggle, and because everyone was working individually, being able to read out loud to him when he needed it, and give him some extra help, and give him multiple chances to succeed, he started taking those opportunities. He started working harder because he was feeling success. Jesse was no longer unreachable. The best part about this story is at the end of the year, I got a call down to the office. The secretary said, Mr. Ostrowski, Jesse's mother's here. And you know that moment where you're like, what did I do? So I walked down to the office, and this woman gives me the largest hug another adult woman other than my wife has ever given me. And she said, Mr. O, Jesse got a B in your class. He's never gotten a B in any class. Jesse doesn't get B's. Jesse doesn't do well in school. I have figured out a way to reach the student that no one else could. And I can guarantee you right now, he wasn't the only one. That's just the best story I have that I can tell. But my question to you is, who's your Jesse? Who are those students sitting in your class right now that aren't being reached, that you aren't connecting with because they're falling through the cracks and they're falling behind? And now I want you to take this another step. I want you to imagine and actually erase it a little. What if you right now decide to commit to changing your instruction to meet the needs of all learners, and you start reaching the Jessies of the world? Now I want you to think, what if everyone in this room decided they're going to take this back to their classrooms, change the way they instruct to meet the needs of all of the learners? Now we're getting somewhere. That's a lot of students. Now I want you to imagine if every single teacher committed to reaching all of the students in their class every single day, by reaching them where they were at, as opposed to where we think they should be. In Ohio alone, let's say we reach 1% more. That's over 18,000 students in Ohio. That's 18,000 students that were unreachable before. That's 18,000 students that might have dropped out of high school. That's 18,000 students that might have never felt success in a classroom. That now, maybe they can. But that's not up to me. I found a way to reach those students. My only job, my only purpose is to share this with as many teachers as humanly possible, so that you can reach the Jessies in your classroom, so that you can reach that 1% and change education and increase your impact by letting those students, instead of fall through the cracks, rise to the challenge.